Hey guys, we've got news for Global. October 28th, our actual official Halloween event for the year. And to talk about the news this week, joining me is Cognix. He's a moderator on Reddit and the Reddit Discord. He's also, high-end player in like Clash of Wills, Dark Visions, etc. You can say hello, Cognix.
Hey, Sinzar, how's it going?
Pretty good. So, we're finally getting the return of trials, kind of. It is officially a trial, the Archaeovavius trial. It's a new. Global's apparently calling it the 12 types takedown. And I say like kind of because, at least as far as the JP version went, these are exceptionally easy. And I don't really
Okay.
expect Global to change that. What do you think, Cognix? Are they gonna be
Uh,
adjusting it?
yeah, this is like their way to get out the new killers, right? Like there's 12 different
Yes.
bosses down the line.
Yes.
I've seen it on JP, but I haven't actually done them. This is just the first one, right, with Bird Killer.
Yeah, this one, even though it looks like a dragon, it's actually a bird. It's just solid
Yeah,
bird, single race.
yeah.
But yeah,
Have you crafted like six of the Bird Killer Plus?
I have not. I have not because each of the craftings requires 10 rat tails, just like Dragon Killer Plus. And
Right.
while in JP they do give you a ton of rat tails for doing dark visions, as part of like the milestone rewards, you get a bunch of rat tails because they're so commonly used in crafting now. I just haven't
Right.
crafted any in JP. I do have enough rat tails to craft like 3 or 4 killers. I just haven't gotten to a boss where like I'm really try hard and I need more killers, but I have the option open. But
Right. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know they were part of the Dark Visions rewards. I hope they update Global's Dark Visions.
Oh, geez, I hope so too. Yeah, the personal milestones, like when you clear, like everyone gets those. They're not part of the
Right.
ranking. Yeah, they add. I forget the exact number. I'm gonna say 15 to 20 rat tails per month from doing dark
Uh-huh.
visions. So for making these killers, you don't have to farm Bahamut Island that hard. But if you want to, gear your entire team in a killer plus, you are gonna have to visit Bahamut a few times to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they don't, take uh, quite a few hours to get six of each of these.
Oh yeah, it's really tedious. We're also getting no, this is just a single cop. It's like a regular trial reward, Stone Eater Sense. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because the current Clash of Wills is a stone, and stone's one of the rarer killers. So this is going to be really nice for the second week of Clash of Wills for getting this one.
Right.
And as far as the trial itself, I've posted a bunch of videos on the JP server. It's relatively easy. If you've seen my JP videos, you know that like VV completely destroys this. It's weak to magic, and you need to use thunder and ice damage. So you could also use things like Louise or Yigni, like the physical damage dealing mages that can be imbued. But overall, trial
I
very very
I
easy.
saw you use didn't you use Sephiroth for this as well?
I did
Or was that
my very first clear because on new trials in JP, Sephiroth is always the day one unit before we have information. And
right?
yeah, I went in there before we had a data mine. I didn't know that it was like a mage fight and had extremely high defense. And I killed it with Sephiroth anyway. It was very slow because you're not supposed to use physical here, but it worked. but it
Well, that's kind of disappointing, but I'll probably break out Vivi and Steiner for this.
Oh yeah, BB Steiner is a excellent option. Also, I'll mention that you bring that up. Something that people don't really realize, and I didn't either until it was pointed out to me. Our new global upgrade Rivera, with the normal attack, applies 1 stack of Reflect. As it turns
Oh,
out, if you make him quad attack and you send him and Vivi at the same time, it's exactly the same as Steiner. You can quad reflect all 4 VVs with Rivera. It's very cool.
wow, that's pretty cool. It makes me kind of sad Rivera didn't get a NBA then.
Oh, I know. It'd be great.
Uh,
And then the next bit is a rerun. This is like the part two single boss from the Abara event. The Myoji. I don't know.
On Myoji.
Okay. This is just a rerun from last year. I assume the rewards are going to be reset. And
Yeah.
oh, I didn't even see this. We're getting another 10 tickets, and these are
Yeah.
for rainbow units.
Yeah, this is the Moogle King thing, right?
Yeah, they're mostly outdated, but they're good. They're good for STMRs, and a few of them have New Visions Awakenings. So there could be something in there for you that are good. Other than that, this is like a really outdated boss. I assume it won't be updated, so with the Neo Visions, you're going to go in here and completely destroy it. But it's, free content. And then the new stuff. So this is the event for the week, the elemental like wave battle that we've had on global. It's basically just a Mog King. They just call it elemental battle. It's the same thing. We're gonna go in here and farm Rafta. This is like this demonic unicorn thing.
Unicorn. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The little Halloween pumpkin lantern thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a demon and reaper, and as a farm event, we're gonna go in here. It's gonna be pretty easy to clear. The gear's okay. It's probably more aimed for newer players. Maybe. I don't know.
I kind of just skimmed this a second ago, so that's cool. Boosted. Oh, so wait, so number 2 is like it scales off his
so the
old version's STMR.
Yeah, so if you're dual wielding this plus the original Karten's STMR, you're gonna get a bonus like combo effect of 50% extra attack power, which is pretty neat.
Is this the first item that scales with like another item?
Well, not really, because we had like all the set pieces, like the catastrophic set, the Twilight set, and all that. So all that was like
I guess they're just going for flavor since this is like a claw and then the other one's a claw. So.
Yeah, so it's basically like the claw set now. They're just not calling it really a set bonus, although it's effectively the same thing. And then the necklace and the ring, these are fine. These give high resistance, so if you need like light resist or fire resist, these could be slot efficient. Otherwise, you're probably not gonna. Well, it's got killers on it too, so maybe Reaper killer.
It's like only 25.
Yeah, it's like these are a little bit for newer players kind of, or players that don't have like a big inventory of all the STMRs in the game. And there's also this daily boss fight. This is again just a daily boss. You go in there, get EX coins and rewards. Not much special there. But then the most exciting thing, the new banner, full Moon Karten, and a return of all the Halloween units.
I love the Halloween banners. They feel like really fun to pull on.
Oh yeah, and we've got news. I said it somewhere in here that I don't remember where I saw it. I did read it somewhere, but anyway, this banner is locked to Halloween units. So every single rainbow you pull is going to be a Halloween unit. There are no off banners. For the rainbows, the Neo Visions can be off banner, so you're not guaranteed Karten if you get a Neo Vision. Just the rainbows are locked to it. But here is his unit and his sprite. I think his sprite looks amazing in the shift form. What do you think, Cognix? Do you like werewolves?
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, we have Bohemi, so he kind of is like a little bit less intimidating than Bohemi, but no, he's definitely cool. I mean, we're all expecting a kind of werewolf shift form, right?
Mm-hmm. And going to be delivered with this one. He is true brave shift. He's not SOB, which thumbs up for that. Can shift at will. We'll talk about his card in a moment. It's a decent card. He is getting EX abilities, EX2 and EX3. We know one of them is 500 attack. This is probably going to be the EX3 skill. I would assume the EX2 skill is start with the full LB. They don't actually tell us.
Warring Spirit.
Yeah, Warring Spirit. And then the Trustmaster and Super Trustmaster. These two, I'm a little not impressed by. What do you think, Cognix? They just seem like the accessory is like, it's not bad or anything. It's just kind of whatever. It's a TMR though.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the attack 60% is maybe I don't know. I'm just thinking of Tifa, but she doesn't use dual wield that much.
Oh yeah, Tifa is
and
mostly
the
a double.
killers are kind of the ones we have so many of.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's not bad. It's not bad.
I could see myself using this down the line.
It's decent. And here's the only two skills we have previewed. Cursed Gift makes it seem like he is aligned to Water and Dark. We were all expecting Dark because of Halloween. It seems like Water's in there as well. And then he breaks attack and magic, and then has Fist in Peril. I really hope that the attack and magic break is very high, because when I build Clash of Wills teams, I usually have like a good defense and spirit breaker with like Louise and Laura now, but I'm noticing no one really has a good attack or magic break if I don't just go for full immunity. So
Yeah, true.
him having like
I,
a 90% would be great.
yeah, I wonder if this is like an 87% bacteria kind of thing.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Attack. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be 85, but I really do hope it's 90, or at least 90 to attack and magic. That'd be really cool.
Mm-hmm. And then his Magnus ability, 3 uses per battle, inflicts berserk, and does damage and morale-based damage. So this is probably similar to the original Karten, where like he had his Magnus. Was it the original one a Magnus or like a cooldown? I don't remember if we had Magnuses when he came out. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But in any case, the original one had a very similar skill. So it's similar to the original, and
Yeah.
that'll be cool.
Do you have you ever used berserk strats in any content? I know there's other creators who like
For like
really love-
Zargabath, I tried it once or twice, and the timing was just like a headache. And I didn't spend a ton of time working on it, but like I gave it like the most basics of attempts, and like both times the timing was wrong. I'm like, this is too much of a headache. No thanks.
Yeah, same. I think when Cloud and Tifa came out, I was like, ooh, I'll try this Zargabath strategy, and then I dropped it and haven't touched it again.
Oh yeah, I actually saw in the Clash of Wills chat some of the high score runs are using Zargabath on the current Clash of Wills, so it's making me think like, once I go back and try for a high score, maybe I should put in the effort to figure his timing out, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean Berserk. I'm hoping this is like you don't have to use the Berserk because there's no info on the limit burst, right?
There's not, no.
Okay, so. Yeah, I'm hoping this is like a different kind of strategy where we don't have to use the berserk, or at least I don't know.
Yeah, so
I'm with you. I hate the timing on berserk strat.
So if you look to some of the other like global exclusive uses of berserk, for example, Sky, the base form LB. It's technically berserk, but all it effectively is just an extra attack buff that's stacked. It's a 1-turn berserk, and it wears off before your next turn. So it doesn't actually berserk the unit. It's more like a stacking attack buff. So this is probably similar, but we'll know more on Thursday. And then here's the Vision card, A Home in Ruins. 110 attack power, which I guess is kind of, figures because it's not a premium card. 50 with Fist, 25 LB, and 50 to 3 killers for Brave Exvius only units. This seems overall pretty good, especially if 2 of these killers apply at the same time. It seems great.
Yeah, I could see myself using this for Demon. I guess we do have like Tifa and Sephiroth cards.
Yeah.
Well, I guess some of us do, but I don't know. This seems pretty good. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually really curious to see the animation. You can see him like howling and his like.
Yeah, I guess the transformation effect.
Yeah. So on Thursday when the data mine comes out, we'll get that the animation. I'm really curious to see that.
Yeah, they've been nailing the global exclusive cards.
Oh yeah, the Vision card animations are just great in the game, all over the place. And then this is just a rerun. They're gonna do the bundle again. If you want to buy it, there you go. It's here again from the previous week. So are you planning to pull Cognix, or are you waiting to see data mine, or are you all in no matter what?
I'm pulling, yeah. I've kind of held off on Clash of Wills because I've been waiting to see his hit, and probably gonna pull him to X3 honestly, just because I do for every Halloween banner.
Yeah, his like I've been saying I'm gonna wait for his data mine. I don't know yet, but I got to admit I love his shift. I think he looks amazing. I think he looks so cool. I really want him, whether he's good or not. So I'm probably gonna pull. Now, as far as how deep I pull, that's gonna depend on the data mine.
Yeah, I agree, and they don't look very premium. So the Halloween banners have been pretty friendly to Lapis in the past. Like right now, we're getting guaranteed rainbows. But in terms of like pulling like Ibarra, for instance, it was like cheaper than the standard banners, I think.
Oh yeah, and plus they have 100 VIP shards available as well, so that's cheaper as well.
Like right away on day one.
Yep, you can get twice the shards, like an extra copy, just totally for, well, not free. That's actually not free because I've actually been hearing some feedback from players that
Mhm.
that are just literally 100% free to play. They don't buy the Crest Pass, and the Crest Pass is like the most common source of VIP coins. And
Yeah.
they've been saying that like VIP coins are like drying up kind of for them. So I guess I really shouldn't say VIP coins are an assumed free commodity because I guess they're really not.
True. True.
But it's definitely cheaper than a premium unit, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the Halloween. FFB has always done Halloween pretty well, so
Mm-hmm. I am definitely
down.
looking forward to him. So that's pretty much it for the news this week. But before we stop the video, if you're just here for the news, that's pretty much it. But I wanted to talk to Cognix briefly about something else that's been going on for the week, which is Clash of Wills, Mortrim.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the wiki doesn't have his graphic updated yet.
Oh,
But Mortrim, it's I've been enjoying it a lot. A lot of players have been saying it's still overtuned, like
yeah,
it's crazy hard, like Kairos was. I feel this one's a lot easier than Kairos.
sure.
How do you think about it, Cognix?
Uh, I think once you've figured it, it's a lot different when you're in a community that kind of figures everything out together.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine doing this alone, like trying to suss out like every turn interaction because he has some dependencies on like what happens if you have done things in previous turns. But no, I like the boss. I like the strategy. I love the design of their cow bosses, but the kind of drama right now is that it's just uncappable, and you have to go back down to like level 81 to cap.
Yeah, I personally
Um,
don't like that. I think I feel like when Gumi adjusted it to where it's not cappable, they had no idea the side effect would be
yeah,
it totally sabotages their whole
yeah,
plan of you need EX 16, you need to pull
yes,
for high
yes,
EX levels because this just completely blows that system out of the water. You don't
yeah,
need. I get that. I think it's EX 11 or EX 12 is like where all the high scores are now,
uh-huh.
and that feels
Yeah,
like
it's
a mistake.
it's just very confusing to me because they've designed like I mean, Global now is really focused around Clash of Wills, right? And they've designed
Oh
like
yeah.
really cool units. Uh, like all the global exclusives with morale scaling abilities are like really fun to use, you know? They're more like technically cool than I'd say some of the imports from JP.
Mm-hmm.
They're building like really cool bosses with like interesting interactions. And then just like in season one, the first boss where EX 16 was needed to even just unlock all the options, they kind of like sabotage themselves because it makes the event kind of unfun. I don't know if you feel that way or there's like they put all this effort into making Clash of Wills like a really cool global game mode, but
Yeah.
it seems like there's like this element where they mess up the numbers. So whether it's needing EX 16 to cap or needing to go back down to like level 81, it seems kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, I definitely think the uncap is not cool. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that I personally dislike even more about this boss, and it's not even related to scoring. It's the fact that we have, like, in my opinion, backpedaled closer to Dark Visions, where the
Right.
idea of the boss is to take zero damage. I hate that.
Right.
I loved Kairos, where he forced you to bulk up your tank for the first time in 2.5 years. Your tank actually mattered. And
Hmm.
then on this boss, we are right back to where we were, where the whole point is to negate all damage down to zero.
Hmm.
And I do not like that in the least. For one thing, it makes the modifiers like plus attack and magic completely pointless because the boss is dealing you zero damage anyway. It's just a poor game design, and I don't like it, especially because if you don't take zero damage, because the boss cures his debuffs at the start of the turn on some rounds. If you're not taking zero damage, you're taking 150,000 damage.
Right.
It's not tuned well. I think Kairos was so great, even though it was hard. It was hard
I
in a
agree.
satisfying way, and this is still challenging, but it's not as satisfying because of it.
Yeah. I agree, and it seems like whoever is designing the numbers behind the bosses, at least for Kairos and the one before, the dragon, I think. Like they know what they're doing. I think 300 something people capped. So
Mm-hmm.
they're like really aware of what the player base and the, potential of the units can do when they're, creating the defensive and spirit stats. But then for some reason now it's just okay, jump uh, the damage cap to 10 billion, and then also he has 100,000 defense and spirit with 100% bonus.
With
Like
passive, yeah.
what?
And also,
Yeah.
a small side effect is kind of like gotcha on Gumi's end. The fact that he has literally 100% passive stats, it heavily devalues those 90% breakers we chased, in large part because they were 90% breakers. Because the
Yeah, I
difference
mean
between like
Lara
a
was the last one, right? And she's from
Laura.
3 weeks ago.
Now, to be fair, Laura is just the MVP based on her damage alone. So it's not like she's a bad unit because the breaks don't matter. But like that was a big selling point. Like she's the 90% breaker that does way more than Venera does. We need to get her because of that. And then we get in here, and the difference between like an 87 break and a 90 break on 100% passive stats is something like a 4% damage difference. I don't know the actual math. I'm sure someone's going to be in the comment like, it's not really 4%. It's not that high, though, compared to like Dark Visions where the passive stats are like 10 to 0. At that point, 90% break is god tier.
Yeah, I mean, just coming off of Dark Visions where I had to reroll variants just to like, you're running it for 2 weeks just to get a good score. CoW's appeal was that, that wasn't really part of the equation, and then taking damage was something you had to think about, and also it's just not fun to see your, EX3 team do like 2 billion damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really do hope they change it. I mean, they did revert the EX16 sort of overcompensation in season one,
Well,
Cow one.
EX18.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, EX18.
Yeah, they
Oh,
brought it to
oh yeah, yeah.
EX16.
Right. So they did listen to feedback on that. So I'm hopeful for maybe the next one.
Yeah.
They also changed this one.
Yeah, there's pretty much no way this is going to be changed mid-event. This one is just the way it's going to be. But for November's Clash of Wills, we can absolutely hope they read feedback and they adjust the next one based on what the community is asking for. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm down.
Well, that's pretty much it for this week. So we've got Karten coming on Thursday, which means all the work we've been doing this week has been negated. We got to do it all over again with a new unit.
That's why I haven't run it that much. I was kind of waiting to see what he would do.
Yeah, for the most part, me too. I got my like high score running on like the second day, and then I'm like, okay, I see ways I can improve. I can definitely get a better score, but I'm not really going to bother because I've got probably going to have Karten changing up my whole plan anyway in a week. So
Yeah. Well, he weakens fist too, so maybe there's like something else we can do around that.
oh yeah, he's got the fist in peril that as well. I kind of wish. I mean, I guess it completely makes sense that Karten is a fist in peril. It has to be fist. But at this point, we've got like Tifa, we've got Cacteria, and now we've got Karten. Like we've got a lot of fist in perils. I kind of would have liked from variety, but for a werewolf, it has to be fist. But all right, thank you for joining me, Cognix, and hopefully you have great luck on your Karten polls this week, and everyone else who is going to go for him.
Yeah, thanks. Happy Halloween.
Indeed. We'll see you guys later.